Well, we're going to do this one video at a time. Say I got my hair cut for the first time in 2 years, and I'm actually amazed to see how much hair is still on my head after I saw it was on the floor. But I do have a lot of hair, so anyway, I'm loving it. Trying to, I don't know what the hell I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm gonna pretty much go with the flow, man. Shit happens. Just it's been my new operating system, so to speak, because I just have this odd perspective of what's going on as a divine being here on this planet, that somehow, some way, everything is in divine order, regardless of my perspective. I look at things that are going on around the world, and I'm floored. I just can't believe that that's happening in society now. It's 2019, for heaven's sakes. We still have millions of homeless people in the United States, and sick people all over the world. People, come on, man. Medicine is not working. We got more sick people now than ever before. Anyway, and I'm pondering this at this very moment because I took in a bunch of pineapple juice yesterday, which is a real good cleaner outer, and I'm feeling it. I had coffee on top of it. It's like, okay, Simone, you just let that work its way through. It's all in perfect and divine order, regardless of my perspective of my tummy and things. So, again, a little bit of background here. My name is Simone Skowronek. I have been on this journey, of course, since like 1962 when I started it, but I'm living in Guatemala right now, and I came here a little over 3 years ago, and it's crazy. I pretty much live here now. I have to. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything because I really don't adhere to authoritarianism, which is kind of what the governments around the world have became. Is they are authority over you, and had my parents taken me to a psychologist as a young person, they would have probably um, diagnosed me with one of those lettery things, oppositional defiant disorder. And where am I going with this? Well, I'm just going with it because I sat here with my girlfriend this morning. We had coffee and talked about things and how the world works and how we see ourselves in it, and how it's our lives have changed tremendously since we've left that typical lifestyle behind, and we're here and we're poor. By all rights, if I was in the United States, I'd be homeless basically, because in my salary, or my pension, whatever, that would not allow me to live anywhere but government housing. And anybody that knows me, I've tried that twice. That's not happening again. But here, in this magical place, is the best I could define it, really. There's just something special about this part of the world. I've seen some fascinating things from Mexico all the way down to Bolivia that have changed my perception of how the world works. I was in the process of changing anyway, had changed on a lot of degrees, but nothing that we were told is true. Egyptians were here. Egyptians were in South America. Just an example. I mean, that's not even scratching the surface. So many misperceptions and total deception. And so now I'm kind of in this world. I'm I'm this divine being having this experience as Simone. And a lot of times, what I like to do is just kind of like remove myself, my higher self, from this physicality and be a very conscientious observer of what's going around and so who is coming into the field, who is coming in to my awareness. And and anybody that's knows me knows that I totally adhere to everybody is attracted to each other by the vibration that they're putting out. So I pay attention to that. I had my wallet stolen last Sunday or Friday, and yeah, it sucks. But it was nothing like the past two times it happened. And funny thing is, another thing is, all three times that I have lost my wallet was all around this time of year. I think the first time 3 years ago may have been a little later, like in March or April, but still in the springtime. So I'm looking at that as, oh wow, something is going on inside of me. This is a cycle. So I dilly dally in that and ponder on that because, again, everything's connected. Everything's connected. I don't remember where it was said, but the butterfly flying in North America is affecting the weather in China somehow. And I see that. I can see that in so many ways. So it's interesting. And these are things that I want to talk about and ponder with others that can see this or want to see this. Um, boy, oh boy, I really see too how I kind of got away from my studies. My computer went haywire back June, July last year, and I lost everything, or not lose everything, but I couldn't run it, and I was learning this really cool astrology program, Solar 9 or Solar Fire 9. Anyway, I got it back here middle November-ish, got everything put back on it, and just for whatever reason, I've lost my motivation to do all that studying and learning the astrology. And I'm not going to beat myself up over. I'm just going to see it as what it is, and what do I need to change so I can bring that back up to the surface. Like, ooh. So I'm hoping, doing these and creating a different environment within myself again, so that I will adhere to my study schedule that I had before and bring up all those wonderful things. Anyway, this is it for now. I will catch up in another time here. It's time to get going. It's a beautiful day here. We're probably about 75 degrees, sunny, warm enough I can wear a sundress. Lots of warm hugs for all my friends that are freezing their heinies off there in the United States and Europe, and I don't know where else it's cold now, but I know some people in Europe are cold, and a lot of my friends in the United States are. So big warm loving hugs. Namaste.